Alright, still here. Welcome to episode 2. We're currently sleeping right under a large windmill, waiting for another mission to come up. I'm here with Sparky, and this is the first boat that we have been building. We now need to capture a seawater sample, but this is not easy if you don't have a helo yet, or a winch, or anything like that. Sparky, you remember us manhandling that phone booth?
Oh yeah.
Way back in the day? That's this mission.
Oh. Let's not do that.
Let's wait for another one.
Oh, sorry. Sleeping.
Sleeping under the stars. Retrieve research drone.
Again, I think we need to...
Would if I could. Well, how high up is that? We could probably do this. But we'd have to sail the boat in reverse.
Okay. Why?
Because I only have one connector, and that's on the front of the boat.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
See the problem?
Yeah.
Alright, let's try that. Got nothing better to do at the moment anyway. 5.7 kilometers out. Let's get going. In the meanwhile, as I'm, of course, recording this, I am streaming as well. So I'm also going to be reading chat every now once in a while. Somebody's building a helicopter with PIDs and gyros. Ooh. That can be real tricky to get work. Especially in advanced mode. That can get really, really tricky. But once you have it going, it is so satisfying. As with most things in this game, if you get what you want to get built actually functioning, it's just very satisfying. I really hope that we can get this thing... Actually, maybe we can lug it on board.
I don't do manual labor.
Oh,
I'm
really?
only joking.
You just
I
push
thought manual
people off
labour.
ladders and call it a mission.
And kill them, yeah.
That worked well.
I thought manual labor was a Spanish workman.
Ooh, careful now.
Manuel labor.
Oh, right. Alright, so we got the airfield over here. Can't really see that much. We should be right close to it. About to click out. Alright, so here's the Coast Guard. Going to tow a drone in reverse back to a research base.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we said that at the start of the ALB campaign as well, and we actually managed to do quite well on that so far.
Yeah. Someone's asking, do you smoke?
My boat smokes plenty, yeah.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
Still weird with this game that there's only music in the menu, but not when you're actually playing the game.
Just have to make up your own music.
Yeah.
I'll sing for the people.
Go for it.
No, you're okay.
Well, it's something that people keep asking for in my videos. When is Sparky going to sing again?
I'm not. It's never gonna happen.
We're all missing out here. Cricket, you haven't played campaign yet. Yeah, it is really good. because instead of having everything unlocked, you just unlock part by part. So for example, the mission that we're doing here is retrieving a research drone, and I know that the research drone has one connector on its front and a hinge connector on the top, but I only have one connector on this boat and I don't have the winch unlocked yet, so I'm going to be using the connector up front here to actually try and tow the drone. But that's the only way that I have to bring the drone in, short of having connectors on the stern. And so now I have limited fuel available, or limited fuel activated. I need to be quite careful about actually being able to get there and back, and having enough fuel in my fuel tanks at base. So yeah, I'd say career or campaign, whatever you want to call it, is definitely worth it. It forces you to think really creatively and find different ways of doing missions that you normally wouldn't do yet. You don't have all the freedom that you do when you're in creative mode. Sounds like the music's finally started up. Oh, Sparky, people are asking if you can do some impressions of famous people.
Where
do you start?
Not that I'm aware of.
Why do you need to do impressions? You are the famous person.
Michael Caine. There you go. That's my impression there.
You can build advanced engines, but you can't build hulls. Yeah, I had the same issue.
Just build a raft with a really advanced engine on it.
There's the drone. Well, surprise, surprise, we failed the seawater mission. I'm at the stern of the drone now. Get a little closer.
There was a stage where we were the worst Coast Guard unit ever.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We're way past that now.
We're still the worst Coast Guard unit ever, though, to be fair. Are we going to be able to manhandle this on board?
Well, we might not have to. Oh, crap. Turn the connector on. Oh, what's it doing? It's... Wow, we have a really strong connector on this thing. Okay. The good news, it's connected.
The bad news?
We're going to be sailing in reverse now.
Okay.
Which means that I think our hydrodynamics are a little off. As we're just pushing water out of the way. Clutch to full, gear on.
What
Yeah,
speed are we?
I have no idea, we don't have a speed sensor yet. The research drone is pulling us down so much so that our engines or our props are coming out of the water. This is not good. We could try to push this thing.
You want me to push it?
No.
Oh, as in, yeah, I gotcha.
Sort of just tow it along, I guess. Yeah, like this. That's going to be a long 6.4 kilometers. Yeah, it's all the way up there.
Oh my god, it's a Buratino.
So if you have all the advanced tools available from creative, then this would be a really easy mission. You could use the hinge connector, you could just build a helicopter and come down on top with a mag-all. Bring it up like that.
I don't know if that's a research drone or if it's a round from an ATACMS.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure what's it doing because there currently is no remote control in the game. So you cannot actually control this thing anyway. It's just a prop.
That would be pretty cool actually if you had like a, if you could create like a miniature. Do you know the submarines that go down to look at like
Yeah.
wrecks and stuff?
The camera
If you could
submarines or
create-
something
yeah,
like
camera
that.
subs. If you could create one of those, that would be pretty damn cool.
Okay, we may have a problem. Starboard fuel tank. Oh, whoa. What's it doing? This research drone is really not enjoying the ride. Oh, come on. Stick with me here. Yeah, that'll do. Our starboard fuel tank, for some reason, is far lower than the port one.
Really?
One's on 95 or 98, and the other one's on 165. Now, they are connected, so we should have enough fuel anyway.
Yeah.
Are there any islands? Oh, yes, there's a big island in the way. Whoa! No! Why? We were... Yeah, don't you run out on me, boat.
That we might have a problem.
Just one? Oh, this is... problematic.
I just got hit by the propeller. I'm bleeding.
Okay, engines are out because both exhausts and intakes are underwater. But we have no way to right the boat. None. Australian boat, yeah. Yeah, you could argue it's an Australian boat now. Well. Here we are.
What does this button do? Oh, it turns on the connector, does it?
Yeah.
Oh! It just connected and basically nearly killed me.
Great.
Oh, there's a shark underneath me. I think. Oh no, it's just a normal fish. But I've like one. Got really low health. My screen is all grey at the moment.
Okay, I'll be right back, I think. Because, fortunately, this happened quite close to one of the new islands that we can buy.
Oh.
Like 500 meters close.
Fantastico.
So we can spawn in a new boat from over there. With an actual connector, or
Unless
two.
it's the helicopter island. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's the medium one. So it has fuel. I think it's going to cost us 10,000. Leaves 6. So that should be enough to buy another boat.
What happens if the sharks start attacking you?
Let's hope that that doesn't happen. So far, there's no sharks yet.
I don't like sharks. They're evil.
Yeah, and they have way too many sharks in this game. If you have those diving missions, where you just need to connect something underwater, it's not just one shark attacking you, it's 6 or 7. So the moment one of them lets go, the other 7 just take aim.
Just remember, I can watch you swimming to that base on the thing, because I can't see you because there's fog.
Well, I'm here. Okay, made it to the island. Now I can get this thing bought, hopefully. Oh, crap.
What?
That's going to leave us with 1142.
Build a small raft and come and save me. Even if you
wouldn't
have
see
to
how.
row. If you have to row the raft.
Right.
Oh
I
no,
thought
it's
the
not
island was
like
10k, but not 15. And unfortunately, I cannot see the workbench over here to see how much money we have remain. Or how many parts. I'll just drown and come in with another boat, because I don't really see another option. Yeah. It's sad that this is the way that it has to be, but there we are.
that's a nice underwater plant there. They must be new as well, are they?
No, they're not
Seabed.
new. I just think that you might not have had them turned on.
Oh.
Okay. So now we're going to be spawning in again. And getting another boat and getting it fueled up. I'll add some connectors on the rear.
Please send help.
Yeah, on the way.
It's cold and I'm hungry and I'm scared.
Alright, let's make a slight adjustment here. Let's add a clutch. Wrong way. A pipe. And another pipe. And another gearbox. Now, I just added another gearbox to this boat, for those of you watching, to make sure that this thing actually is going to have enough, or to have more fuel economy. And as such, use less fuel and have more endurance. That's the plan anyway. 1 to 3, minus 1, 1, and let's say 1 to 2.
Great that you're thinking about the fuel economy, but I'm still out here.
Yeah, I know, I'm coming your way. Hang on. Okay. Boat's fueling up. Connectors on the back work. I'm not sure if I'm going to be buying the medium island yet. I don't... well, it depends on where the big island is, and we haven't discovered it yet. I might just go for the helo base first. But for the moment, I don't have any real... I don't have any real use for the helo base. As at the moment, I don't have any parts that can build a helicopter. Now, for some reason the cockpit controls don't work. So I have to pump all the fuel back out. That should be working. Okay, that works. Come on, surface. Some of these connectors always try to kill me. Yeah, they just keep your ass dragged underwater and don't allow you to get it back up.
Yeah. That's something they probably need to work on as well.
Yeah. The hell? Wow, you have to be kidding me.
What's wrong?
I moved the clutch. And then I forgot to actually connect the clutch to the controls. So the clutch was enabled the whole damn time.
Ah.
Okay. The problem is that you just have to just pump the fuel back out and pump the fuel back in and then... Hold on, I have 2 parts to build a helicopter? Really? I don't have a gyro yet though. And I am not going up there in a helicopter without a gyro. Tried that, didn't go too well. Okay. Clutch, there, and there.
Getting cold out here.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You still
You're
standing on
concerned.
our upside down boat?
Yeah.
Coast Guard marooned. Once again, trying to fuel up the ship. Once again, the connector's trying to fucking drown me.
You said a bad word.
Yeah, I know.
Demonetized.
Probably.
And for once it wasn't me.
No, I deserve that. If you start a multiplayer career, can you play it on single player too? Yes, you can. That's the beauty of this game.
The trouble is you're just going to have to deal with a lot of... If you play with other people, there's going to be a lot of characters standing around, isn't there?
Yeah, there can be. Alright, RPM just dropped to 5.3 and now it's 2.7. So now my fuel consumption's even less. Good. Connectors are way more dangerous than sharks. Absolutely. I'll take a shark over a connector any day.
You finally coming to rescue me?
Yep, on the way. Look at that. It barely uses any fuel. Let's remove that waypoint. Distance 3.5, 3.66 or 366 in fuel. Why should you build a train? Initially, I don't think that there was / is too much reason to build a train, but if you want to go to the Arctic, then you're going to need a train. That is far, far faster. I was doing it yesterday, taking a train to the Arctic, and my train was able to get up to 360 kph.
Who needs demonetization?
Thanks, Elfwyn. My train was able to go 360 kph, so I was able to get there pretty quick, in about 20 to 30 minutes. That's why you'd want to build a train. Look at that fuel usage. Barely any. I was on... Well, I think it uses 6 points per kilometer now. 6 liters. So it has an autonomy of 60 kilometers, this boat. If it doesn't flip over first.
What's its AP?
20, 25 I think, depending on the kinetic range.
Cool.
Well, you should see the HE damage when the engine explodes. That's going to be not so good for the crew. Two kilometers out from you.
Okay.
Taking a nap on the boat now?
Yeah.
Anyway, as we're waiting, let me know what you guys are building in Stormworks. And if you're not building anything yet, what are you planning on building? Because there's probably quite a few things that you might have been dreaming up. Or at least, I still have plenty of designs that I still want to get built. How did I get so low fuel usage? I added 2 gearboxes. I have one gearbox, and make sure your engines or your arrows on the gearbox are pointing towards the engine. It's set to standard ratio of 1:1, but if I turn it on, like I have it over here, it switches 1 engine RPM to 3 rotations on the prop. Consider it like you're cycling. You have a constant amount of rotations per minute from, what do you even call those? I think your steps or steppers on a bike?
Pedals.
Pedals? Yeah, there you go. And you want to have a, want to have more rotations on your wheel, so your rear wheel, than the amount of rotations that you're doing with your pedals. That's what I've set up. So I have one going on a 1 to 2, and the other one is on a 1 to 3, and that's why I have very low RPM. So my engine is barely doing anything, and yet I'm still getting quite a nice amount of speed here. If I were to add hydrofoils to this thing, I think you could get it even lower. Alright, 600 meters out now. Anyway, to come back to that, you need to have 3 gearboxes. One set to, let's say, a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3. Another one set to 1 to 3. And one set on a 1 to 1. And if turned on, 1 to -1. So it changes the rotations to go in reverse. Hydrofoils, those are like underwater fins that you use to push your boat out of the water. And the less contact your boat has with the water, the faster you'll go. Okay, here we are. Oh, look at the guy. Now, if we can hook up both of these boats, that would be very, very handy.
The magnet on this thing is turned off.
Okay.
So
Clutch back. I'll try to hook it up to the port connector, but I'm not sure how the other boat's going to react.
wait, I'll try to get it. Oh, it just hooked up to the other boat.
Yeah, I see it. I need to turn off the connector there. Okay, the front connector from our upside down boat is now disconnected.
Okay, I'm just lying in the bed to try and get a bit of health there if I can.
Okay, research drone connected. Boat connected. So much for low fuel consumption. Alright, we have RPM. Switch reverse off. This actually worked. It's just utterly refusing to turn. Difference between scuba gear and diving gear. Scuba allows you to go underwater for I think 2 minutes. And you can only go at I think minus 50 depth. Diving gear allows you to go underwater for 10 minutes. And it also allows you to go to about 100 meters depth. Alright, turn that off. We're going to have to abandon our upside down boat for the moment.
Wait, where am I? Am I on the boat?
Yeah, you're on the,
Yeah, sorry.
the
I'm
normal
in the
boat.
bed. Let me try to get up. Okay, give me a bit more health. That's better than nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately the bed, I don't think it regenerates health if you're not actually sleeping.
Oh, it regenerated a bit of health for me, alright, because
Oh,
I
it did?
was like
Okay.
my screen was black and white and I couldn't see really as well as I can now. So
Right. Can you check
better.
those searchlights again? Because I hooked them up properly, I think. Yep.
Yeah, we're working now.
And they swivel properly. Good. Okay.
I'm gonna blind you while you're sitting in the seat there. There's
Okay,
a
maybe I should
swordfish
adjust that a little bit.
there's a swordfish to our I don't know whether it's what I don't know. Fuck it. Is it
Starboard?
port or starboard? There we go. Starboard. No, wait. Which is right?
Starboard.
Starboard and left is port.
Yep.
Okay.
I think fuel consumption is a bit uneven. Oh well. 3.5 clicks out. I hope we get some new good parts to unlock. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so Sparky, in case of emergency, do you know how to drive this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been kind of watching you on the stream a bit to kind of see how you're doing. Stream sniping.
Yeah. Stream sniping on Stormworks now, that's a thing.
Yep.
Lovely.
Apparently so.
Hold on. I think we're only operating on one engine.
You turn on the next. You turn on the other one, and we just take off.
Well, they're both on very low RPM, but I'm not seeing any exhaust coming from the starboard engine. How's that happening? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Nope, turned off again. The hell?
What does this yellow button do?
Yeah, don't push that. That switches the
okay.
connectors on and off. Almost
What
there.
does this button do? Like disconnect fuel ports.
Yeah, that's those fuel connectors left and right. I always get a bit lazy. I don't want to have to get off the captain's seat again and manually disconnect those things. Does it have battery power? Yes, it does have battery power. I just don't have a dial set up to measure it currently. But it does have battery power. And the batteries are currently only used to power the equipment and to start the engines. And the right engine does have battery power, otherwise it would have no RPM anyway. But after that, it should be recharging its own battery. And considering that the right prop is going, I think it must be some sort of exhaust issue. But I don't really know why. Keep in mind that the game is early access, so it could have some, well, unexpected incidents.
Always expect the unexpected.
In Stormworks, yeah. Sometimes you exit your vehicle and it launches you 50 feet into the air. For some reason or another. I still really hope that they're going to allow to add custom missions to your career. Because there are some really good missions out there in the workshop where you have to rescue, I think, 20-25 people from a cruise ship that's going down.
Ooh.
That's far better than just trying to get another 4 or 5 people from one port to another.
Yeah. Not a ferry service.
No. You're way too picky about your vehicles. They have to be really good or you feel petty. Yeah. Well, this early on in the campaign, I'm quite the other way around. If it moves forward at a decent speed and doesn't consume too much fuel, then I'm happy about it. And I will not be too selective about that. Alright, let's slow it a bit down. Can you press that yellow button on the stern?
Ooh, yellow button. Yellow button, press the yellow, press. Goodbye, torpedo.
Thank you.
Let's go save our boat. Or can
Yeah, if we can still drag that along.
Actually, in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to have to head away.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Social Potato, if you just got the game, then just take it one step at a time. Focus on building engines that actually work. That took me way longer than I would care to admit. And then you can start to add things either as you unlock them in career or as you think of them. So for example, initially I will start it with this boat, and eventually I might add a fluid cannon, I might start out with a whole new boat, I'll build a catamaran, first set up propulsion, then set up all other sort of support systems, maybe a winch if I haven't unlocked by that time. So all of that stuff takes quite a bit of time. Ah, You found a tsunami. Rescue 3 people from a seismic event. Yeah. We might have that at some point in this career too.
Wait. We have to rescue people from a tsunami.
No, somebody mentioned that in chat.
Okay. Glad we don't have to rescue them in this boat, the open top boat.
I don't think that this thing would do too well.
No, we should
We
bring
might
out
have
the
another
storm.
flipped over boat. Now, I don't know exactly where we left that boat. It should show up on the mini-map sooner or later. Or the map. I believe it was 5 clicks away from the island at that point.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the small... So see the island with the red, the one where you can build medium-sized boats?
Yeah, that one. The one
Yeah,
we
it's
can't
kind
afford
of-
yet.
Yeah, it's kind of down towards the fuel location.
Yeah.
It's between that and the fuel location, basically. I should know, I stood there for long enough.
Yeah. Camping out on our boat. Waiting for help.
Hmm.
How long will I stream today? Probably for another 1.5 hours at least. Possibly more. Let's see, we should be coming close now, about 1 kilometer more. I just hope that we can actually drag this thing properly instead of having to constantly course correct it. And even so, it's going to be quite a long way to get back to base. One thing I also really like about Stormworks is how it's making the logic circuits pretty easy. I haven't touched microcontrollers yet. You can do a whole lot of fancy stuff with that. But logic circuits, it just makes it understandable. Even for people like me. It's close to the fuel thing you said, right?
Yeah.
4.8. Where's our boat? There it is. It just showed up on the map.
Ah, good.
Faster boat, please. Yeah, I know. But that's something I find sort of relaxing for this game. Where you don't have to be rushing from point A to point B all the time. Of course, I want to be getting there as fast as possible. But at the moment, I don't really have too many materials to make this thing much faster than it currently goes. There it is. What are you doing up there?
Getting in the way.
Okay. So, here comes the big trick of hooking this thing up and not flipping over.
Can we just turn on the connectors?
Yep. And we're also going to have to turn on the connectors on that boat.
Which one is the connectors? Oh, toggle front connector.
Connected.
There we go.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, jeez, I'm out of oxygen. Oh, that was close. Right, let's go.
Okay. Let's bring her back to base.
I need to go to bed again.
Oh dear.
What's wrong?
This boat isn't strong enough to fight the course correction that the other boat's trying to force on it.
Oh.
So we're being... If I'm turning port, it's still dragging us starboard.
Oh.
Because there's so much weight on one side of the boat. Yeah, this is not going to work. We'll just have to leave this thing here until we have more advanced parts to bring it back.
Fair enough.
Oh crap, my engine just died. There we go. Alright, back to base.
Yeah, if you could bring it back to base, and I'm gonna leave then, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I could have driven the boat backwards, but the problem is that the front connector, this one up here, is quite far out of the water. And the other one would have pulled me down, bringing the props out of the water and effectively killing all propulsion. And driving forwards, when I had that thing connected, is what flipped over the first boat in the process. So I'm not too eager to try a repeat performance of that. If we'd have one connector down the middle of the boat, it would probably be easier. So between those two yellow bars that I currently have sticking out, which I know are quite hideous, but I had to quickly add them to the boat. Alright, for you guys in chat, what should the next boat be? Because I still have quite a few parts. Not too many to build a big boat. And of course we still only have the small dock to work with. But what would you like me to see build next? You can go for a catamaran or... well, trimaran probably won't fit in there. A U-boat, yeah, right. Without pumps, without depth control, no thanks. Not going to happen. STRB-90. I think the dock's too small for that. Because consider that this is actually a really small boat. So an STRB-90? Not likely.
STRB. I thought you said STRF 9040. Whoa! On my screen, the boat has gone all like rainbow coloured, and there's loads of things just really missing.
Press F9. A couple times. Yeah, F9. It'll fix itself.
Oh.
Loot crate. Okay, there we go.
A medium electric battery.
It's almost like the game is trying to force us to go with electric boats. But those are really not quite viable.
I prefer diesel.
I have tried electric boats, and if you have an electric engine hooked up to one of these things, it immediately launches the boat out of the water. Yeah, sometimes you're going to get fire missions and you cannot quite make a water cannon.
Fire mission, grade 2, what?
Different sort of fire mission, I think. According to the map, we're getting close to the base, but I have no idea where it is. Fog is way too dense. Oh, here we are.
full speed into the dock.
Yeah, not really. We tried that at one point. Sunk the boat inside the dock, remember?
Oh, that was my fault.
Alright. Back home.
Okay.
Scratch one boat.
I'm going to go and make my guy stand in a nice comfortable position so that when I respawn the next time he'll be nice and dry and nice and warm.
Yeah, in that case I'd say go up to the cottage, because if you stand over there and a tsunami hits, I hope you can swim well.
That's true. I hope you don't plan on any tsunamis.
I never plan on them, but, you know. Life gives you tsunamis. Start swimming.
Okay, and on that bombshell.
Alright, well thank you very much for joining.
No bother.
We will see you again soon.
I hope so.
And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the stream.
See you very soon then, I hope. And good luck with the college work.
Oh, yeah, woohoo.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya. Alright guys, that concludes episode 2, where we already managed to lose one boat. It's not permanently lost, I just don't quite have the capacity to bring it home, or at least not easily. But at least we have this one. We have 14k, so I can build another boat, and I'm probably going to be doing that in episode 3. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next episode.